Hey everybody, it's Scott Galaxy here, and I'm excited to show you this game that I just got today. It's not this one behind me, but it's still a classic, and it's worth a lot of money. So you'll want to stick around for this one. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Layman Video Gamer. I am Scott Galaxy, and like I said, I have an awesome game for you. It's not this one playing behind me, although Super Mario Kart is a fantastic and classic game in its own right, but I have one that's just as good, and well, here it is. I'll just show you. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This is a game that cost me $44. Now you can probably find it complete in box for around $100, depending on what the condition is, but if you can find this game, even just the cartridge, you should get it because it is a classic game. It is expensive. I mean, $44 for just the cartridge is kind of a lot for a Super Nintendo cartridge, but it is a sought after game. It's very popular, and I'm gonna show you why people are so in love with this game. So I'm gonna go pop it in, and you can take a look for yourself. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I mean, the name itself is awesome. So here we go. This is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I'm so excited about this game. And then the beginning, the opening sequence here is just, I don't know, it just kind of gives you that old school feeling, that 1950s style feeling that you're gonna see something cool. Now you have two characters, Zeke and Julie. Now you can play as a one-player game, or better yet, you can play in a two-player mode, which I would highly recommend. So, as we start off, you'll see you're in a neighborhood. The first thing you gotta do is find all your neighbors. Do not get hit by the zombies like I just did. Most importantly are the keys. Well, that's the second most important. People are first, keys are second, and then of course you want to pick up weapons and whatnot. And the only way you can get into houses is if you have the keys. So you have to find the keys to be able to get into the house, to get people or weapons or whatever the case may be. I love how there's just random cheerleaders, like just cheering in the middle of a yard somewhere. Where is this place? Where is this neighborhood? I do like the trampoline effect. That's pretty cool. The fat guy in the pool, it's always a classic, of course. And once you find all your people, a door appears and you can go on to the next level. Seems easy, right? Wrong. I also like the level titles, Evening of the Undead. Now a little bit about this game real quick while I'm playing here. This was released on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. It came out in 1993. It was also released on the Wii console, the Wii Virtual Console, later on. But it was originally released on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. I believe the Super Nintendo had an extra weapon. I believe it had the flamethrower as an extra weapon that the Sega Genesis did not have. So as far as where you'll go, these are, again, I'm in a neighborhood right now, and it just looks like your typical suburban neighborhood. You'll also be going into shopping malls, pyramids, haunted castles. There's other areas that I haven't seen yet, just because I just got the game. And of course, you're fighting against these 1950s style monsters like vampires, werewolves, demonic babies. Those are the worst, let me tell you. Those things throw axes and stuff at you. It's incredible. Stay as far away from the demonic babies as you can. There's also squid men, evil dolls, aliens, UFOs, giant giant ants, blobs, giant worms. You name it, this thing has it. Now, What's cool about this game is it really is kind of, it's a big game. There's 48 stages in this in all. There's also 7 optional bonus levels as well. And the whole point is, for each level, you have to save your neighbors. And I believe there's just 10. I believe there's just 10 neighbors you have to save at any time. So if you run out of neighbors by the 48th level, you're done. You'll have to start over. Which brings me to another point. You can't save this. It's not, they don't have a save option. They do have a password option, which is nice. But there was supposed to be a save option, a save battery included in the cartridge itself, but the developer just couldn't afford it. So there you go. Now, another fun thing about this game is you get to use a whole slew of weapons. You can use an Uzi water gun, which I use most of the time here. There's also bazookas, weed whackers. You have explosive soda cans that you can throw. And surprisingly, I guess they kill zombies. Who knew? Popsicles, there's tomatoes, silverware, which you can use on werewolves, dishes, crucifixes. The crucifixes you can use on the vampires. And then there's flamethrowers and fire extinguishers as well. Now, this is an interesting game because when it first came out, it really didn't see that success that you would think it would have. It was reviewed very well. Matter of fact, I mean, most of the big magazines, video game magazines at the time, IGN gave it 8 out of 10, EGM gave it 9 out of 10, Nintendo Life gave it 8 out of 10, Nintendo Power 3.8 out of 5, that may have been the lowest actually, Sega 16, 8 out of 10, and then Game Rankings gave it an 84.5 out of 100%. So it did really well, and it was really due to the graphics, the fun nature of it, and the co-op mode that I've told you about. Now, there was a sequel released for this game called Ghoul Patrol that was released in 1994, but it wasn't received very well. And it really wasn't intended to be a sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but they kind of reworked it so that they could increase their sales on it. So that's it. That is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So there you have it. That is Zombies Ate My Neighbors for Super Nintendo. I love this game, clearly. If you have somebody who lives with you, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, a roommate, whatever the case may be, if they love video games as much as you do, you gotta get this game and play together. This is one of those games that is just, it's killer when you play together. But I'm done gushing. I'm done. I swear I'm done gushing. If you're a collector, obviously you should get this game. It is going to cost you a pretty penny, as I mentioned before, but it is totally worth it. You're gonna get hours upon hours from this game. So that's it. That is my episode for this week. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit the subscribe button before you go, and you'll be updated with every single video that I release every Wednesday at 11:30 Pacific time. And I look forward to hearing from you, reading your comments, and let me know how you think I'm doing. So until next time, I am Scott Galaxy. We'll see you on the Layman Video Gamer next week. I'm gonna go play some more Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It's addicting, and I'll probably be playing it until next week. So I gotta go, but I'll see you next week. Hit subscribe. It's like the eclipse happened again. What the heck? The lights are gone.
Damn you, universe!